the days where hitting children is a form of correction. It doesn't work. Rather, it teaches them how to be violent. Hi, my friends. Welcome to your favorite channel, What the Bible Says with Ngozi Atiti. My name is Ngozi Atiti. So today I want to bring my thoughts towards the Davies molestation when he was taken to Deeper Life High School by the parents. So I've been bringing us some kind of updates, but here is the thing. As of today, like I said in my previous videos, Davies is out of school, and from the last broadcast from Telma Malaka, which is the secretary, the educational secretary of the school, she said they are going to look into the case and they are going to be very transparent. And in her own words, she said not only transparent, they will bring the public along to see the transparency. Okay, so the latest broadcast from Deborah Okezie, who is the mother of Davies, stated that people are now kind of accusing her to be laying some kind of financial claim as kind of damage charges. And she kind of debunked that rumor that she did not lay any financial claim of 100 million as opposed to what the media is carrying along, but the lawyers are handling the case. So as we speak, this case is being handled by qualified lawyers. So let's sit tight and watch how this is going to play. But here is my thought about this. So in the latest broadcast of hers that I watched, she allowed Davies himself, the 11-year-old boy, to say some of his experiences when he was in school. Now, this is boarding school. So in some part of the world, boarding school is not allowed up until you are into university. So it's not, in some countries it is not allowed. So if you are watching from a different country and you're wondering how could this be possible, yeah, in Nigeria, which is in West Africa, from secondary school, boarding schools are allowed in some high schools, in some junior and high schools, and this Deeper Life High School happened to be one of them that have those facilities. So parents can bring in their children and they will live in the school compound, and there are teachers and boarding house qualified professionals that take care of the children in the daytime and in the nighttime. There are also meal facilities that are available. So that is just a background of the picture. When you hear boarding school, students live in the school and they are being taken care of by the school authorities. So while Davies was in this, I also went to a boarding school, though briefly in my high school. I just spent a year. So some of the things that Davies was saying, I have, a head knowledge of them. I didn't experience any of them, but I have a head knowledge that these things happen in the boarding school. Like I said, I just experienced 1 year towards my passing out. So those kind of scary, experience, I was lucky enough I didn't experience them, but so many children do experience them. And I repeat, I have head knowledge of those things, existing and being possible, in the boarding schools. So there are so many things that the boy spoke at, and one of them that I held on was that this boy was molested and he was abused from his anal region. Now, this will bring me to what the Bible says in Genesis chapter 19 from verse 1 to 29, and that's the experience of the Sodom and Gomorrah. So this experience that the boy, I will allow us to see the clip at the end of the day where Davies himself, this 11-year-old boy, recounted the gory and the unkind, experiences that he underwent from the so-called senior students, that's the senior high students that were also in the boarding house. And he called their names to be Ola and Shalom. Now, Ola and Shalom is a replica of what is recounted in the Bible in Genesis chapter 19 from verse 1 to 29, and that is what the people of Sodom and Gomorrah were doing, having some kind of relationship, having some kind of inordinate affairs through the anal region. Go to the place that I quoted, Genesis chapter 19. The men in Sodom and Gomorrah wanted to have similar experience when God sent 2 angels to come and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. He has sent prophets to warn them. He has sent men of God, women of God to talk to them that they should desist from this kind of act because it is unnatural, it is unkind, it is harmful, it is unholy, it is not the way God wanted it to be. The anal region, the way the orifice of the anal region, the environment of the anal region was made, it was just made to do what? To eject our business, to eject the body waste. It was not made to accept, it was made to eject. So it is very, very unnatural, and this can be harmful. There is a place God made for that sexual affection, if that is what the 2 parties are looking out for. Okay, but in this case, in the case of Don Davies, that was not the case. Now the case was that they were just inflicting pain and act of wickedness on this poor boy. And this act of wickedness now included them putting his hands through his anal region. Now this could harm this boy's anal region because it is unhealthy, and it is unkind because the boy did not give consent to that, and he does not even know what was happening to him. In the live broadcast that the mom allowed him to speak, he said his body was doing him one kind, and that literally means he was uncomfortable with the feeling that this Allah and Shalom, which now represents Sodom and Gomorrah, were doing to him. They were introducing their hands through his anal region, and this boy was uncomfortable. That was so an unkind, experience they were allowing this 11-year-old boy to go through. Now, coupled with the fact that they had to lay a threat on him, say, if you talk, we're going to kill you. And the poor boy kept his mouth mute because he was afraid of being harmed by these people. Now, this is a wake-up call for all parents. Put your eyes on your children. The Bible says we should bring up our children in the way of the Lord, so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. Parents, pay attention on your children. If you have to send them to boarding house, make sure you keep a close watch on them. I remember then, my 1-year boarding house experience, every Sundays was visiting day. This time and age, there is mobile phone. You can call in the school and check on how your child is doing. Have a one-on-one talk with your children. Allow your children to feel free to say how they feel. Allow them to talk to you. Allow an open communication between you and your children. That is, if you have to send them to a boarding school. But if you ask me, and if you want my honest opinion, I will say boarding school for younger children below 18, it is not necessary. If children have to experience anything like boarding school, let it be when they are in the university. And of course, in the university, they would have been as from 18. Then they can reason for themselves. Then they can think for themselves. Then that the percentage of humiliation will reduce. 11-year-old boy, he was so scared that he couldn't talk or report to anybody because the mom was asking, why didn't you report? And I had the same feeling too. I was like, why didn't you report to the school authority? But I mean, we're talking about an 11-year-old boy. This is his first time away from home and being, exposed to this kind of unkind treatment. He was scared. He couldn't talk. Now that explains why the mom is so pained and why she's speaking out. And like I said, I really appreciate her courage of speaking out. Every mother, every parent, speak out when something unkind happens to your children, no matter how dirty it looks, no matter how dirty it sounds. It is better, let it sound dirty, but let us find a solution and stop an unkind movement, rather than we try to hide our, protect our image because it sounds dirty, and then allow an evil to continue and continue and continue. Now, if the parents of Allah and Shalom were vigilant enough like Deborah Okezie, now maybe Don Davies wouldn't have experienced what he experienced. If the parents of Allah and Shalom were, paying attention on the behavior and the character of their children, maybe Don Davies wouldn't have experienced this kind of unkind treatment from them. So Allah and Shalom can be anybody's child. You mother, you father, wherever you are, you pay attention on your children. Teach them in the way of the Lord. Let them know how to be kind to people. All this inordinate and unnatural affection, sexual affection, these are things from the kingdom of darkness, from the pit of hell. Let us tell them how not to do things the unnatural way. Let us teach them the ways of the Lord. This is how God has made it to be. And you have to get to that time and to that level and to that stage. And when you get to that stage, let it happen in the natural way. Don Davies has, declared this is how he was treated. And again, this now brings me to the negligence of the school authority. Being that this is a Christian school, the negligence was so much. And I know that by the time this case is done, I know they will pay damages, and they should pay damages, because that is the price for their negligence. Because if they were paying attention and moving around, and maybe once in a while have a counseling section, try to find out, have an open communication with these children, maybe Don Davies would have found a convenient ground and a comfortable ground for him to relate his experience. Now, I also heard from the live broadcast, Don Davies complained how the teachers there were, that I would call that child abuse, was flogging them. According to his word, that the teacher can pick up anything and hit him. Gone are the days where hitting children is a form of correction. It doesn't work. Rather, it teaches them how to be violent. I understand. The Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. The rod can be withdrawal or something. So must you now use the rod to maim the child? Must you use the rod to kill the child? Yes, we all have this good intention to correct and to discipline. But in our correction, let's make sure anger is not involved, because this is where it becomes very, very dangerous. Yes, in our correction, let us make sure we have good intention. Make sure there is love for that child. Make sure that we are conscious of the other delicate parts of the body, so that we don't, in the intention of trying to correct, create more harm than good. I will allow you, like I said, to watch the clip. The boy recounted. So there were a lot of abuse, physical abuse from the school authorities, emotional torture and violence, even from fellow students, in a school that is supposed to be a Christian-owned school, that is supposed to be, a school that has biblical backgrounds and, try to pass on some Christian values to the children. I'm really disappointed. Own opinion, I will call for total overhauling and training for all the teachers in that school and so many other schools that might be experiencing this kind of torture and humiliation on children. Let all the teachers, let all the professionals and the workers go for further training. Yes, let them go for further training on how to handle humans and how to handle children, and handle them so that they will be psychologically, physically, mentally developed and become good citizens in our society. Let's not torture children, but rather let's guide them in the way of the Lord, so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. Listen to Don Davies himself speak.
Now tell Nigerians, how old are you?
I'm 11.
Be loud, be loud.
I'm 11.
11 what?
11 years old.
11 years old. When did you have your last birthday?
September 6th.
September 6th. When September 6th was your last birthday, eh?
Yes.
You turned 11 September 6th.
Yes.
Good. Now, when were you admitted into Deeper Life High School?
October.
Speak up.
October 8th.
October again?
8th.
October 8th. Now, from here now, start talking. Tell Nigeria your experience in Deeper Life from October 8th. Oh yeah.
When I got to Deeper Life.
They are not hearing you.
When I got to Deeper Life High School, because I bedwet, Mr. Appan uses belt on me. Anything he sees, iron, belt, stick, or he can even use stone sef.
Stone. Okay.
Because I bedwet, they now put
Be loud, be loud.
They now transfer me from JSS1 dormitory to SS1.
Who authorized the transfer?
Mrs. Ndidi told Mr. Joseph Ikenna to to transfer me from JSS1 dormitory to SS1.
Okay.
Then there was 2 boys named Ola and Shalom.
Call their name again.
Ola and Shalom.
Okay.
They used to put their hand inside my anus. They used to put their hand inside my anus, bring out food, and use that same hand. And
Nigerians did not hear you clear. Be loud.
they used to put their hand inside my anus, and they would bring out feces from my anus, and it would be doing me somehow. They would not use that same hand and beat me, and for 2 weeks I've not beaten.
Go ahead and talk. So, did you report to anybody when this happened?
No.
Why didn't you report to Ndidi or principal or vice principal or house headmaster? Why didn't you report to them?
Because they said they will kill me if I report to anybody.
Who said he will kill you if you report?
Ola and Shalom.
Who is this Ola and Shalom in school? Don't worry, I know I'm not a student. I won't know their name, so don't laugh me, so that people will not join you and laugh me. Who is this Ola and Shalom?
The SS1 students.
Are they seniors?
Yes.
And the housemaster does not know that they were doing that to you?
Yes.
Why didn't he know? He doesn't he sleep with you people?
He sleep with us.
What time do they normally do this, putting hand in your... So when they put hand in your anus, do you stand or you bend?
I bend.
They ask you to bend?
Yes.
Then they will put hand in your anus?
Yes.
When they put hand, how does your body do you?
It does me as if I want to poo.
Nigeria is not hearing you.
I want to poo.
He does you as if you want to
Poo.
You want to poo.
Yes.
When they do that, is it in the morning time, at the bedroom, or the toilet, or what time did they do these things to you?
12 o'clock, when everybody has slept.
12 o'clock when everybody has slept?
Yes.
Headmaster too will sleep?
Yes.
I mean, what do you call him?
Principal.
No, the one that used to stay in the hostel.
Hostel master.
Hosted master will sleep too.
Yes.
You won't know what will happen.
Yes.
And you never tried to report to them.
Yes.
Now, your vice principal told me on the 15th I came that I said I had a dream. Your vice principal told me that he once called you and asked you why you are walking and you're like you are walking and you open your leg to walk like a woman. Why didn't you seize that opportunity and tell him that see what is happening to you? Why didn't you seize that opportunity and tell him? I want my face to be seen too. Don't look at cartoon. Let me off the TV. Hold it. Don't touch anything so it does not go off. All right. I need you to concentrate here so that you don't go and start discussing cartoon here. No, it's not a laughing matter. So now, Mr. Vice Principal, you know I came to your school on the 15th. The day I came to your school, where were you?
In church.
In church?
Yes.
Who and who came to brought you out?
The principal and vice principal.
Came to bring you out?
Yes.
Good. So now when they brought you out, that you were coming, what did I say that day?
I can't remember.
You can't remember, okay. So now, Don Davies, the vice principal on that 15th said he has called you earlier on. That's the man, no, not that's the principal. That he has called you earlier on to ask you, why are you walking with your 2 legs wide open? Why didn't you tell him that time that Kola and Shaddam is doing that, is putting hand in your bum bum? Talk, speak loud, you are talkative, talk.
If I tell vice principal, they'll kill me.
Who are the day that will kill you?
Ola and Shalom.
Okay. So now, what did Akpan do to you when they brought you back to GSS1 hostel after I left?
Mr. Akpan was still beating me.
Okay. Why does he beat you?
Because I begged him.
You said one day he was beating you. Who came to rescue you from him?
There was a hostel master called...
Speak up.
Mr. Michael.
Who?
Mr. Michael.
Came to bail you from him?
Yes.
He was beating you on the floor?
Yes.
Because you finished weeing?
Yes.
And Mr. Michael came to bail you from him?
Yes.
And when Mr. Michael came to bail you, they were holding him, refused to leave you?
Yes.
So what did Mr. Michael tell him?
Mr. Michael told him that he didn't want to kill this boy. He said,
Do you want to kill this boy?
Yes.
So he now said what?
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care if he kill you or not. I pay them way above $500,000 to kill you. Fine. So now, why weaving and putting hand in your bum bum? Why is it that every time they are calling me, your top shop money don't finish, your top shop money don't finish? Don't you eat in school? Tell Nigerians what happened when you go to eat.
Mr. Appan will still send me back to the hostel.
Why does he send you back to the hostel?
To whether bring something or to go and stay there.
Why don't he allow you to complete 3 meals?
Doesn't allow me. He always send me back.
Why? What is his reason for sending you back?
So I will not get food, and they will not say I came late.
You will not get food. They will not say you came late. Yeah. Is it a way of stopping you from wee-weeing, or a way of just I don't know what?
A way of starving me.
Stopping you from
starving me.
Starving you from wee-weeing. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Talk. Here. Talk. Let people hear. So that is what happened. So when you don't get food to eat, because if you don't eat, you're supposed to be dead by now. How did you then get food to eat when they don't allow you to eat?
I go to the shop and buy.
You go to shop and buy?
Yes.
Okay, so that money I paid into taco shop is for bye. So if you go, what did you buy? Because I wonder why your money keep finishing. They keep calling me.
Biscuit and Coke.
Biscuit and Coke. That's what you will eat from that morning till whenever you had the next meal. Because you will. All right. Now, when you were in the boys' upstairs, why is it that Mrs. Did you call to tell me that you are smelling?
Because I don't know.
You don't know? No, you know, they call me that I should send them deodorant to you, that you are smelling like gutter. Why were you smelling like gutter?
Because I didn't bathe for 2 weeks.
You didn't bathe for
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And no teacher. Why didn't you bathe for 2 weeks? Water is not running or what?
With Olange, the seniors said that juniors are not allowed to use senior hostel.
I didn't hear that.
Juniors are not allowed to use senior hostel.
That's why you didn't bathe for 2 weeks.
Yes.
So the only thing teacher could do was to call me to bring your around, say they smell like gutter, and nobody noticed that you didn't bathe. And you started bathing after that 15th I came to school, right?
Yes.
Do you have any other thing to tell Nigerians before I ask you to go?
Yes.
Please tell them.
One day they killed a python and they say we should not tell anybody.
Okay.
And the biologist now came to put experiment on it.
Which one be biologist?
Biology.
They kill a python in your school.
Yes.
They say people should not tell anybody.
Yes. They now call the biologist, which is Mr. Samuel, to come and put experiment on it.
They put experiment. What do you say they put?
Experiment
on it.
Yes.
Why?
Because the python did not die well when they hit it on the head. So they now 6 people now carry the python up. The python almost bite Mr. Samuel, so he poured the experiment inside his mouth. The thing died. They now went to go and carry the body, put inside bucket, put the experiment, cover it for like 6 days. They now throw it away inside the river.
Is that all you have to say, or you have more to say?
That is all.
That is all. That is all. Is there nothing you want to tell Nigerians here that happened in school that you have not told me? Because all these people are saying that they want to fight for you. Because somebody said I've demanded for 100 million. I didn't demand for any money. You want to still tell Nigerians more? That's all, Thank you very much. You can go. Say bye-bye.